Hello traders, this is Rich Derrick from tradesight. This is our market preview and our look at the scans for this coming session. This is going to be Tuesday, March 26, 2013. What we have going today so far, with about 20 minutes left to trade today, is pretty much a distribution session. We opened up near range high on the day and essentially just really sold off. You can see that in most of our majors here we've got a good deal of space between the open and the current close, or the current last price, if you will. We run about 4 to 1 here on the sell side of our signals here, so 4 sells for every 1 buy. Fair amount of them are the camouflage variety, which is a little weaker than these outright CPS signals, but we do have some volume bumps associated with a couple of them, so make sure you're aware of the ones that are trading better volume with the numbers. Onto the financials. We're all on the sell side here. Essentially, really, this is where we're seeing the most damage today. We're really seeing some pretty good hits here to these. We're almost at 1.5–2% below the open in a lot of these major banks. Bank of America 2.5% below the open, and Citigroup is almost a full 3% below the open. So definitely profit taking coming out of the banks that have been performing well and are now under a lot of stress for at least for this session. Energy patch is kind of about the same. We're seeing about 4 sells for every 1 buy here. Not a lot of volume jumping out here. Most of these are on lighter volume. We do have 3 CPS sell signals. Keep an eye on RIG, PBR, and CHK, depending on where that one closes. And onto the generals. Not really seeing too much here. The VMware is really getting smashed today. We've got a downside CPS signal. It's 5% below the open on increased volume. We had a nice short setup on that. We found that fairly early this morning and captured most of that decline for today. Onto the housing sector, definitely seeing some distribution here. I think that's kind of going lockstep with the poor performance of the banks today. They're trading mostly to the downside here. Transportation, again, about the same as the rest of the market, fairly weak. And most of these things are well below the opening price. And finally, the commodity names. Commodities are not really doing too much today. Got a CPS signal in silver, wheat, and SLW. That's a silver miner. So that's kind of more of a defensive play, so not surprised to see that one. Not a lot of volume in most of these, though. Silver wheat is trading okay volume. Pretty good volume in Monsanto, MON. About 2% below the open. One of the weaker ones here on volume, so definitely going to be tracking that one tomorrow. Alright folks, as always, thanks for listening, and this has been Rich Derrick for tradesight.